Oh, hi, friends of new, friends of old. Bear with me a second. This is very up close. I'm just going to invite some people to come and talk gut health with me. Hang on. Let me see who's around. My name is Loz. I know some of you know me. Some of you don't. You do know of me because Kaz is my friend and we've been having a little battle between the two of us. So there's quite a few of you in here that are Shaklee ambassadors, and there's also people in here that are wanting to learn. So what I wanted to do was jump in and show you that I'm a massive science geek, and I'm very proud to be one. I am a certified mental wellness coach, and that basically means that I have done the training and I know about quite a lot to do with holistic health and wellness, and also the connection between the brain, so mental wellness as well, okay? And I wanted to talk to you today about gut health, because gut health is so important. And as you guys know, Shaklee's just dropped their Good Gut and Go for us here in Australia. And I have pulled it apart. Like, I have gone and read all the probiotic strains, all the prebiotics, like I've been doing all the things, because obviously as my role with my clients, I need to make sure not only for myself am I putting good stuff in my body that's going to do what I want it to do, but I need to be able to refer it on. So if you ever see me talking about a product, you know that it has been endorsed by me before I will do that. So let me just give you a little bit of a rundown. It's such like a buzzword or words, gut health at the moment, and it has been for a year or so. Everyone's like, what do you do? What probiotic? What's your gut health? What's da-da-da-da-da? And I kind of wanted to tell you why it's so important. Now, here's the thing. Up until 18 months ago, I hadn't really worked on my own gut health. I knew it was a mess. I had a feeling I had something called leaky gut, and I was always, since I was 18, I'm 44 years young now. Since I was 18, oh, I don't need these on, do I? Hello. The doctors told me I had IBS, so irritable bowel syndrome, right? And they just gave you medication. They just give medication, Band-Aid fix, Band-Aid fix, Band-Aid fix. And that was my whole life. And then when I started studying my course, I started to learn, oh, okay, there's these holistic natural ways. So I have been for a couple of years on a journey of holistic health. And I can now 100% million percent say I was like on so much medication to do with anxiety. I was diagnosed with severe anxiety. My IBS tablets, Panadeine fought for all of my operations. I was just clumsy. No, I used to play sport. All sorts of things like that. And now I am completely medication free. And I know you guys know Sarah, and I know her husband Blake has got a really, really good story too. By using Shaklee products, he is medication free. I have only just started using Shaklee since October. So I have noticed a ton of changes, but I have been going down the holistic health route with other products as well, okay? So I just wanted to explain kind of my background so you can see that I've come from a place of investigation and really listening to my body. So the things that were explained to me that kind of made a lot more sense when I knew I needed to look after my gut, but I wasn't sure why, how, what was the role. So you would have heard that they say your gut is your second brain, okay? And it's called the gut-brain axis. And basically it's the connection between the brain and the gut. That's how powerful your microbiome, what's going on in your gut is how much it affects your brain, okay? It affects it so much. Sleep, bloating, weight gain, so much, right? So in your gut, you have 90% of the serotonin in your body. So serotonin, GABA, dopamine, they're kind of your feel-good neurotransmitters. A lot of people call them hormones, like feel-good, happy hormones. They're not a hormone. They're actually called a neurotransmitter. And what that basically is what a neurotransmitter does is it sits at the end of the nerves. So all of your nerves kind of like connect to each other, and it sits at the end, and it's a chemical. And it sits here. And so if you have a break in that connection, right, if this neurotransmitter, the connection's broken, the serotonin, so the serotonin, dopamine, GABA, so the feel-good neurotransmitters aren't telling your brain to feel good, right? So if you have 90% of that in your gut, that is why gut health is so important, because we've got a big nerve running through here, which is the vagus nerve, and we do call it the gut-brain axis, so it's like the connector thing. So if you have breaks in these neurotransmitters, the reason that you're really stressed and suffering anxiety and feeling the way you do is because of this is a mess, right? So that's the first thing that I needed you to understand. The second thing is we also have 70% of our immune system is in our gut. So we all get told, right? You got to eat healthy. You got to have your fruit, have your vegetables, you know, put the good stuff into your gut because you don't want to get sick this winter. That's why 70% of our immune system is in our gut. So with everything that's going around at the moment, because it's back again, it's all happening again, everyone's getting sick here. That is why you've got 70% of your immune system in there. So we need to protect that. The third thing is, if you're someone like me that was diagnosed with IBS, and you guys, it wasn't IBS, it was the fact that I had a messed up gut, okay? Because I have not had my IBS tablets for nearly 18 months since I really started healing my gut. It's been a process. You don't just like have a couple of gut health tablets or drinks and then your gut's better. It's not like that. It's a process of healing. So for me, what I had was leaky gut. Now, here's the thing. There's no test that will tell you have leaky gut, okay? You would have heard about it before. And the best analogy that I can give you guys as to what leaky gut is let's just say Mum says, all right, Christmas Day, you're in charge of the potato bake. Can you bring it over? Okay. And then you go and make the potato bake, and then you put the Glad wrap over the top, and you stick fork holes all in it. You put it on the floor of the car. You drive over, you give it to Mum, and everything's spewed out. That's leaky gut. But if you were to make the potato bake, put the Glad wrap over, not stick the fork holes in it, and give it to Mum, and everything's fine, that's a healthy gut. Okay, and basically with leaky gut, when you've got little holes perforating the lining, you're getting all sorts of things, food particles, all sorts of things leaking in and out into the bloodstream, and it just becomes a mess in there, right? So that's what healing your gut is you're literally closing off the Glad wrap into making it one nice section, I guess. Okay, so that's kind of it. Now, like I said, there's no test. They can't look at anything and be like you've got leaky gut, and it doesn't mean if you have IBS or you have anything like that's the problem. But I just encourage you all to try and see if by having some really good gut health products that it's going to heal your gut. You kind of know too. So if you're someone like me that's always had digestion issues, or I couldn't eat cabbage, I couldn't eat these sorts of foods because my gut would play up, right? If you are like that, or maybe you weren't regular, like your bowels weren't regular, you know when your gut is healed, trust me, you know, because you feel so much better, and you don't want to crave shitty food. Like, you just want good nutrients in your body. So that's been a massive thing for me. And also gut health, if your gut microbiome's out of whack, that could be why you're all inflamed as well. So belly fat. So the other thing that happens is cortisol, which is your stress. So that's your stress hormone, your stress neurotransmitter. That's high cortisol levels, and that can put you into what's called adrenal fatigue, right? Which is like high cortisol levels. So by bringing down your stress levels, that naturally targets belly fat. So there's a ton of case studies that are linked to high cortisol levels and belly fat. So if you're a woman and you're like, I've just got this, I've been eating really good, I've got this pouch here, I just don't know what's happening. A lot of it can be the inflammation from the unhealthy gut and your high cortisol levels. So you need to fix your gut and bring your cortisol levels down, okay? Which is where amazing gut health products come in. Now, I am so beyond thrilled with the specifically one probiotic strain in here. So this is our good Gut and Go. You guys, the price is insane. Now, I have literally, because I'm the science geek, remember, I have literally done up a Google document, and it is comparing some of the top brands here in Australia and their probiotic, prebiotic, phytobiotic, all the different strains, and I've literally compared everything with price. This is madness. So this is basically for a month's supply, because you get 30 in here in a little sachet. They are $65, okay? But if you haven't purchased anything yet, remember you've got $10 off with whoever your Shaklee ambassador is. So just work on $65 a month. That is like just over $2 a day, $2.13 a day, right? For all of that. Now, here's the cool thing. Without getting too geeky on you, the 3 probiotic strains, they've got 2 which are very, very focused on gut and regularity. Then the last one, which I'm calling L37 because I can't pronounce it, this is the one that has me shook. It's 44 years old, going blind. It is the very bottom one. If you have this, it is called Lactocacibacillus parasometheths, LPC 37. So for short, Lauren calls it L37. Now, if you Google that, you can go and see the clinical studies. You can go and have a look at that specific strain, but it is actually clinically proven to reduce stress, and it says the word anxiety. Okay, they've done a ton of tests on it and they have the studies. So what was I saying about cortisol and lowering cortisol as well as fixing your gut? That is amazing. So for me, for someone that was diagnosed with severe anxiety, I need to be having a gut health product that's going to help me with my anxiety, okay? Now, again, there's no medical claims there, right? Please know that this isn't coming from it's going to fix it's not going to fix anything. It's going to support your body through the process, okay? So just needed to make sure. And I also love the prebiotic that they have in here. So they have a prebiotic in here called inulin. And what's the difference between a probiotic and a prebiotic? So basically a probiotic is your good bacteria, okay? And there are literally millions of strains, but there's also bad bacteria in there as well. But what the prebiotic does is that's the food for the probiotic. So the prebiotic is the food for the probiotic. Yeah, I just said that. So you can't have one without the other. So many gut health products will have probiotic but no prebiotic, and I'm like, doesn't make sense, because you've got your probiotic, but your prebiotic is fiber, and it needs to feed the good bacteria to keep it doing what it's supposed to do. But the reason that Shaklee has put this particular prebiotic in is it also does something else. Not only is it the food, but it also helps with regularity. So it's basically like a bulking agent for your stools, right? So if you are, again, someone that gets constipated, you may have a lot of digestive issues, it's going to kind of be a bulking agent. So it's going to not by way of bulking it to make it bigger and thicker and harder to come out, your stool I'm talking about here, but by way of it will help it come out softer and regular. Okay, so that's why they specifically chose that one, because it works with the word I can't say, it's the funniest thing, synergistically together with the prebiotic and the probiotic work together. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that explains a little bit as to, you know, why this is like your premier gut health product in my eyes, and a little bit about me and my history. And I do want to tell you guys, when I don't know when you're going to watch this, but when I'm recording this is the 21st of December. Sorry, when I'm live in here is the 21st of December, and right up until the end of the month we have free shipping. So if you are wanting to grab it, just go back to the person that invited you here, your Shaklee ambassador, and grab that, because you're going to get free shipping as well. All right, guys, make sure you comment below and let me know if you have any questions, because I'm here to help you.